Hey guys, BBT Vanessa here. Before we get into today's video, we're going to go ahead and get a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll dig right into it.
Decentralization is one of the most important factors in a global cryptocurrency network. Bitcoin's proof of work functions due to the exceptional security provided by the miners of the network. Today's sponsor is Compass Mining, a company with a customer-focused experience providing a tailored approach to purchasing, hosting, or even an at-home option, allowing anyone the opportunity to participate. If this interests you, head over to compassmining.io.
See how good the Google Pixel 6 is. Capture.
So what's the topic today?
I don't know. Carter, are you going to talk?
Yeah.
We can deep dive.
I mean, there's a lot of movement right now.
Yeah.
I'll let this group decide what they want to hear about.
Yeah, I was trying to look around and see. I mean, everybody here is kind of already in space. You know, not everyone's already got miners set up, but.
Well, my mom's not. She's brand new. She's
I know absolutely nothing.
She's got some Ethereum on PayPal right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Some money with Ethereum. I'm like, okay, I gotta learn about this.
I was holding some Kylan, and I just saw that they're doing an airdrop. I was pretty excited about that. Kusama. I guess they're launching a parachain on Kusama. And they had a native token for that.
And that's their distribution, yeah.
Yeah.
The airdrops, yeah. I mean, we've had a lot of questions on the videos about like, what's the difference and why would somebody airdrop and stuff. And at the end of the day, it comes down to that's a distribution line. And that's, I don't call it SEC protection, but like if you're going to issue a token, your first concern is, am I issuing a security?
Right.
And if you're in the U.S., that's yes. Like if you're creating it and just issuing it, it's security. So there's a way to, by an airdrop is saying, it's worth nothing and we're just giving folks something. And then it creates price discovery, which is like what Uniswap did, you know, for theirs, for being the router, as it were, from the DeFi side. They were like, not gonna risk it, gonna just drop it, and then we'll catch it back in fees. So they built the code, they airdrop all the tokens, and then if you use those tokens for the function that they do, then they just get their money back through a fee structure, right? So liquidity providers get some of it, developers get some of it.
Are they in a little hot water, Uniswap, right now?
Well, kind of, because they did not register some of their activities the way they do, like the payouts, and there's it's a gray space right now. So I mean, SEC can go after them, but they can also claim safe harbor. So I mean, that's what they're all going to do. Is everybody can claim safe harbor on it, saying, hey, the safe harbor gives them the ability to innovate in a gray area, and then they just have to prove like, hey, you know, we're trying to innovate. Yes, it's in this gray area, but I mean, I think they'll come out of it fine. The same thing is probably going to be with XRP, so they'll be able to call it too. And I'm not an XRP fan or anything, but I think that they're going to be fine legally, because it's just.
That should be good for XRP holders, though.
For holders, yeah. And it all comes back down to tie to utility in some way for those things that claim to be utility, right? It's like, what is it doing?
I read somewhere that a lot of CBSDs or central bank didn't occur. A lot of some governments were going to try to use Ripple technology to launch their.
Well, yeah. So there's some that have looked at Ripple as a replacement for Swift, and then you've had the ones that have looked, like China has looked. I know our government's looking. The funny thing about all of it is even if you centralize it, the participants that will use that centralized token, it is a chain and it is transparent even with those folks in there. So you can't have any kind of manipulation in it without causing an issue on the nodes. So the reason why China hasn't released it, even though they're the centralized entity, is because if they try to manipulate the currency, all the node holders that are participants that receive that central currency would be like, wait a minute, no, that doesn't match my node. Like, what are you doing? So again, it comes down to the technology ends up being, the baseline. So you cannot go and then just update a record. It's all a pin. I mean, to simplify all that. That's what all this technology in general provides from this, is the fact that you have updates are done as a new record that's referring to something that happened. So where they're like, oh, blockchains don't solve anything that